Hi guys, how you doing? This is Rich here on behalf of Rich TV Live, and today I want to speak to you about a company that I've been doing some research on called Cardiol Therapeutics, a pharmaceutical cannabinoidal company. And this is a company that I think has a lot of potential. This is a company I think has a lot of upside, and this is a company I think everyone should put on their watch list. Take a look at this. You could see their 1 year chart. Now, the one thing that I think is very interesting when looking at the 1 year chart is that it's been as high as $6.90. About a year ago, almost to the day, it was $6.90. And just recently, you could see it hit, like everything else, the market's been oversold, and going down for the most part during this coronavirus crisis. And the stock hit a low of $2. We're currently at $2.13, was down 5% yesterday. And I'm starting to believe that this might be finding a floor. So the upside could be really, really good. And what I want to do is I want to go through this company with you guys so you guys understand exactly what this company is doing, what they're all about, and what the opportunity is for Cardiol Pharmaceutics. So, Cardiol Therapeutics. So we're going to go through this, and this is the PowerPoint. Now, the symbol in Canada is CRDL. The symbol in America is CRTPF. And you can see the opportunity here. Cardiol Therapeutics opportunity. Launch CardiolRx, trademark medical cannabinoidal CBD in the 1.2 billion Canadian market. Enter commercial agreement for product launch in Europe and Latin America. Initiate orphan drug program targeting life-threatening inflammatory heart disease. Advance potential breakthrough cannabinoidal nanomedicines for heart failure mass market. Establish partnerships with world-class pharmaceutical companies. International research collaborations with leading centers of excellence, an experienced management team, board of directors, and scientific advisory board. So you can see Cardiol's unique cannabinoidal programs right here. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you guys are having a great day. Good morning, everybody. How you doing, Reefer All Joint? Richie Rich says, too early for this ish, man. It's never too early, man. Too early to learn about another winner potentially? Nah, it's never too early. It's never too early. But I'm on the West Coast, so it is pretty early for me. Bradley Ben says, WTRH. Reefer Aljoin says, probabilities of market being halted upon opening are very high. Don't panic, guys. It's just a formality. Yeah, the market is heavily oversold right now. We are in the middle of a market meltdown now due to the coronavirus. So this is going to generate a lot of buying opportunities. And this is a company that I really like. I like the CBD space. I like the fact that these guys are doing something good that is needed. And I don't think a lot of people know about this company. CRDL in Canada. CRTPF in America. CRTPF. CRTPF. Well, I guess they don't have the US symbol on here. Not yet. So just the Canadian symbol, CRDL. So you can see here the CardiolRx trademark pharmaceutical cannabinoidal, significant revenue potential in 2020 in a 1.2 billion medical cannabinoidal market. acute myocarditis, which is an orphan drug program, initiate a clinical program in acute myocarditis utilizing CardiolRx trademark and market exclusivity with orphan drug and fast track potential. Heart failure diastolic international research network developing novel cannabinoidal medicine to target the heart. No new therapeutics in diastolic heart failure in the past 20 years. Thank you guys for joining. Good morning. Anthony Rice asks, Rich, did you ever look into VXRT? Guys, I apologize. There's so many picks. There's so many companies I'm looking at every single day. I know you guys are sending me picks. I just don't have the time in the day to look at all of them all the time, but I will look at them. And thank you for your picks. What weed stocks do I recommend? I like the big ones. And this is a CBD company that I definitely think has a lot of potential as well. That's why I'm bringing them to your attention. I want you to put them on your watch list and put them on your radar because I think the upside for these guys is tremendous. And nobody knows them. Pharmaceutical, commercial, cannabinoidal. This is where I really want to see the CBD business go. I want them to be focused more on pharmaceutical grade type medicine. This is where I think cannabis needs to go. This is where I believe CBDs need to go. And this is where Cardiol is. Cardiol Therapeutics is. And that's where I think a lot of companies need to go. So if you want to ask me what are my top cannabinoid, CBD or cannabis companies, I'd have to start with GW Pharma and Scott's Miracle-Gro. Then I would go to IIPR, International Industrial Properties, which is a REIT in the cannabis sector. From there I'd have to go to Trulieve in America and CWeb and Green Thumb, GTII. In Canada, I'd have to start with Valens and Labs, Valens Growworks and Metafarm Labs, and I'd probably have to go to Afri after that. And from there, I don't know, it gets really, really sketchy at this point. So I'd say you'd have to be really careful. So just be careful because the markets are really, really heavily oversold right now. And it looks like we're going to go in for another big red day today. So please, guys, be careful, invest with caution. Reefer Aljoin says, Trump has a surprise Wednesday announcement about the FDA. Perfect moment to legalize weed. I don't think he's going to legalize weed. I think he's probably going to announce an approval of a drug or a vaccine for the coronavirus. That's my guess of what he's going to announce with the FDA. But who knows? Stay tuned. We'll definitely be covering it, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. So let's talk a little bit about Cardiol Therapeutics investment highlights. Because you guys know I've been a big fan of CBD for a long time. Told you guys I started a CBD company. But because of so much red tape in Canada with CBDs, and even in the US, and this whole sector being so difficult to really get anything going, I honestly haven't put too much effort into it because it just was way too much red tape. And I'm starting to see that there are companies out there that are now really starting to build their brand in the CBD space, which I like. And this is a company I think could be a huge winner. The CardiolRx trademark advantage, setting a higher product standard for patients and doctors. The purest, high concentration cannabinoidal, pure, cGMP, repeatable dosing, and THC free. Pharmaceutically produced, long-term stability, highest manufacturing standards for cGMP, and batch-to-batch consistency for repeatable dosing, non-intoxicating, THC free. Now what they have are some world-class partnerships to meet global demand, providing unparalleled access to pharmaceutically produced cannabinoidal. And I'm going to read you guys some of their investment highlights. I'm going to put up their stock here as well. Let's do the 1 month. You can see the 1 month chart's just straight down, guys. So, you know, it was just recently at $4, currently at $2.13, was as low as $2. Could be a buying opportunity. What do you guys think? Love to know your opinions. Love to know what you guys think. Fernando says, hey, Rich, look at JDST. I set for a running. I'll take a look, definitely. Let me just go through some of this investment highlights of Cardiol Therapeutics. So it's currently at $2.13. Let's go down like this. So you can see here it's $2.13. And this is their website. It's CardiolRx.com. www.CardiolRx.com. CardiolRx.com. A pharmaceutical cannabinoid company, a leader in the production of pharmaceutical cannabinoids and the development of innovative cannabinoidal medicines for heart disease. This is what I really like. They have a real focus for utilizing CBDs for heart disease. I don't know too many companies that are doing this. This is why I think that these guys have a chance to do something really special. Obviously, heart disease is a major problem, and we don't talk about it enough. My father suffers from heart disease, so it means a lot to me when companies are focused on heart disease. A pharmaceutical CBD developing CardiolRx trademark for the rapidly growing medicinal cannabinoids market. The focus is for acute myocarditis. Cardiol is planning an international clinical study of acute myocarditis, a condition caused by inflammation in heart tissue and heart failure, committed to conquering a serious condition that affects more than 26 million people globally. So this is a huge issue, a huge problem, and Cardiol is focused on finding a solution. Oh, let's see here. Looks like they have some big news. Let's take a look at the biggest news. All right. Cardiol Therapeutics signs a supplier agreement with Medical Cannabis by Shoppers, a subsidiary of Shoppers Drug Mart. This is the big news. It just broke. I didn't even know. This literally just broke. CRDL on the TSX and CRTPF on the OTCQX. Cardiol Company, a leader in the production of pharmaceutical cannabinoid CBD and the development of innovative cannabinoidal products for heart disease, is pleased to announce it has signed a supplier agreement to offer its pharmaceutically produced cannabinoidal to Medical Cannabis by Shoppers, a subsidiary of Shoppers Drug Mart Inc. Wow. This is huge. Shoppers will be the exclusive retailer of Cardiol's CardiolRx trademark brand of cannabinoidal products in Canada. Under the terms of the agreement, Cardiol's exclusive manufacturing partner, Dalton Pharma Services Inc., will supply Cardiol's pharmaceutical cannabinoidal products to Shoppers for resale in all provinces and territories in Canada through Shoppers' online store. Manufactured under cGMP and THC-free, 5 parts per million, Cardiol's products are designed to be the safest and most consistent pharmaceutical cannabinoidal formulations available and will be sold initially in 3 dosage formats: 100 milligrams, 50 milligrams, and 25 milligrams. Shoppers also has the right to resell all future products available from Cardiol's product line, subject to any and all regulations. There is a growing demand from pediatricians for a cannabinoidal formulation that does not contain THC. The Canadian Pediatric Society and the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario recommend that physicians not expose young people under the age of 25 to THC, and its effects on brain development are unknown. For elderly patients, THC exposure can lead to unfavorable drug interactions, delirium, instability, and other effects of intoxication. People over the age of 65 represent the fastest growing segment for medical cannabinoids in Canada. Shoppers Drug Mart is a trusted brand in Canada, and we are delighted that Medical Cannabis by Shoppers has agreed to carry Cardiol's pharmaceutical cannabinoidal on an exclusive basis. Wow, they have an exclusivity, said David Elsley, President and CEO of Cardiol Therapeutics. The signing of this important distribution agreement has now positioned our company to meet the growing demand for medical cannabinoidal products that are free from the psychotropic effects of THC, while setting the highest industry standards for purity, stability, safety, and consistency for patients and healthcare providers. About Cardiol Therapeutics. Cardiol Therapeutics, CRDL in Canada, CRTPF in America, is focused on producing pharmaceutical cannabinoidal CBD products and developing innovative therapies for heart disease, including acute myocarditis and other causes of heart failure. The company's lead product, CardiolRx trademark, is formulated by the most consistent cannabinoidal formulation on the market. CardiolRx is pharmaceutically produced, manufactured under cGMP, and is THC-free, 5 parts per million. The company also plans to commercialize CardiolRx in the billion-dollar market for medicinal cannabinoids in Canada and is pursuing distribution opportunities in Europe and Latin America. In heart failure, Cardiol is planning an international clinical study of CardiolRx in acute myocarditis, a condition caused by inflammation in heart tissue, which remains the most common cause of sudden cardiac death in people less than 35 years of age. Wow, imagine having a heart attack under 35 years old. The company is also developing proprietary nanotechnology to uniquely deliver pharmaceutical cannabinoidal and other anti-inflammatory drugs directly to sites of inflammation in the heart that are associated with heart failure. Heart failure is the leading cause of death and hospitalization in North America, with associated annual healthcare costs in the US alone exceeding $30 billion. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 30 billion with a B, that's big. That's big. Let's take a look at the company overview. Looks like they got this video here. Let's just watch this video.
There are 3 primary reasons to be excited about Cardiol. First and foremost, we're a drug innovation company. We're developing new ways to deliver important medicines. Secondly is cannabidiol is in high demand. It's in short supply in many regions of the world, and we have a state-of-the-art formulation and a state-of-the-art supply chain and capability to meet that demand with the purest, most advanced form of that cannabidiol. And we see a significant revenue opportunity because our supply chain is positioned to manufacture 1 million grams of pure pharmaceutical cannabidiol at the highest level of purity in the industry today. And to put that into perspective, what the potential impact of that can be economically for Cardiol is the average retail price for cannabidiol in a less purity form than what we're offering is $100 or more per gram. So it's a $100 million opportunity, and we can supply that opportunity.
We've been in the business of developing novel medicines for over 30 years now, and what we've seen with Cardiol's technology is that they have this novel polymer structure system which delivers cannabinoids to the correct place in the body to have their maximum effect.
So we can produce the purest form of this molecule. And when I say pure, I mean 100% purity with no THC. So there's no potential for psychoactive side effects associated with this. Cardiol has attracted some of the best minds in cardiovascular science and immunology from around the world. We have a research network that is second to none in terms of expertise in cardiovascular medicine, immunology, inflammatory disease.
Cardiol has a unique opportunity to bring a novel form of therapy to heart failure patients by having a vehicle that concentrates in the heart and drugs that will have what we believe is going to be the next generation of treatment for heart failure. Heart failure is a condition that's very prevalent. There are over 500,000 patients that become diagnosed every year in the United States. If you put cannabis in a capsule that can directly go to the site of specific injury, then you can have a drug that provides a powerful anti-inflammatory strategy that doesn't affect other organs, and it's delivered there with high concentration.
I've spent my career developing heart failure therapeutics. The genesis of Cardiol surrounds diastolic heart failure, which importantly is one of the leading causes of death and disability in the Western world, and there have been no new treatments for this disease in over 3 decades. What's most interesting about cannabidiol, or CBD as it's more commonly referred to, is its anti-inflammatory and antifibrotic properties.
I'm very pleased with the legalization because I think it's going to open up access into a lot of therapeutic areas for the medical space that weren't being researched before.
The area of inflammation in heart failure is one that has not been addressed at all completely in relation to therapies. CBD seems to have a rather good to excellent safety profile.
I think that Cardiol's really got a gem, and I think it's going to be a very important offering for the medical community and for patients.
We do have a very big moat, particularly when it comes to the partnerships we have for production. Aramco being one of the biggest producers in the world in terms of where we can get the ingredients to be able to produce this product, and Dalton to be able to actually put the product and mix the product for the Canadian market. Those are significant because very few people can do this. And I think that's our point of difference.
I believe the real untold story of Cardiol is our ability to produce a state-of-the-art pharmaceutical cannabidiol or CBD formulation to meet this growing demand in this billion-dollar prescription market. We plan to commercialize the most advanced form of pharmaceutical cannabidiol into the growing billion-dollar medicinal market for cannabinoids, initially in Canada, and then expand that internationally.
So I really like what I see here, and I think this company has a ton of potential, and I'm pretty sure you probably never heard of this before anywhere else. So very interesting company, and I think the focus is a great one, because if you've had anyone with heart disease, like I have, my father suffered with heart disease for most of his life, you know it's a major issue, and it's a very scary thing. Very, very scary thing. And it's nice to see that these guys, Cardiol Therapeutics, are focused on finding a solution, which is what we need. Our world needs more solutions to deadly diseases, and heart disease is one of the most deadly, biggest problems that we have in the world right now. And unless you've had heart problems, you don't really understand how big it is, how difficult it is, but it is a major issue. And we all have a heart, and we all have different issues as we get older. And this is a company that now has their products approved by Shoppers Drug Mart to sell, which I think is a game changer. Now, they did mention Dalton right here. 30 years, Dalton Pharma Services, a Health Canada approved FDA registered cGMP manufacturer of pharmaceutical cannabinoids. Cardiol has an exclusive global manufacturing agreement with Dalton for the supply of pharmaceutical cannabinoidol for commercial introduction. You also heard him mention Noramco, a global leader in the manufacture and supply of controlled drug substance APIs. Cardiol has an exclusive agreement with Noramco for the manufacture and supply of pure pharmaceutical cannabinoidol for Canada and Mexico. As you can see here, national distribution of CardiolRx trademark. CardiolRx trademark is pharmaceutical cannabinoidol. Planning to commercialize 3 dosage formulas, 100 milligrams, 50 milligrams, and 25 milligrams. And their international expansion opportunities are focused on Europe and Latin America. Europe is a $60 billion market estimate for medical cannabis by 2028. secured distributor for key EU markets of Germany and the UK, and leveraged the pure cannabinoidal of benefits to list in pharmacy chains. In Latin America, US a $8.5 billion market estimate for the medical cannabis by 2028, developing partnership deals with leading pharmacy chain and potential to open up category as an OTC product. So just imagine these guys doing business in Europe, Latin America, and obviously North America. Here's the CardiolRx trademark commercial opportunity. Significant revenue potential in 2020, launching in Canada's $1.2 billion medical cannabinoid market through Shoppers Drug Mart. Distribution plan through national pharmacy networks, Shoppers Drug Mart. CardiolRx trademark offers unique consumer benefits, pure THC-free cGMP, with international expansion opportunities in Europe and Latin America. This is their focus right here, acute myocarditis. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the investment highlights, and the market should be just getting rolling right now, so let's see where we're at on the open here. Let's take a look. We'll watch it as the market opens live. So Cardiol Therapeutics investment highlights. Cardiol Therapeutics origins are deeply rooted in treating serious cardiovascular diseases, with President and CEO David Elsley dedicating 25 years to building companies addressing heart failure, the leading cause of hospitalization, with healthcare costs exceeding $30 billion annually in the US alone, and a condition having no significant treatment advances in over 20 years. The company began investigating cannabinoidal CBD years ago when they discovered an article in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology that highlighted the powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-fibrotic properties of CBD in a diabetic model of heart failure. Inspired by this article and by additional research papers on the beneficial properties of CBD, they began searching for an optimal method to deliver CBD to the heart and discovered the research of Dr. Afsane Lavasanifar was conducting at the University of Alberta, employing nanotechnology to encapsulate chemotherapy drugs to improve their bioavailability and therefore reduce the amount needed to treat cancer patients. Wow, look at this. CRDL is up already 7%, guys. This is fantastic. Look at this. CRDL is up already 7%. Look at that spike. Nice little big spike from $2 all the way to $2.30. So we'll watch it very, very carefully, and we'll see how it does today while we're live. Hopefully it continues to go up. But yeah, congratulations to anyone who's already up on this. CRDL clearly up already almost 8% on the news with Shoppers Drug Mart. Inspired by this article and by additional research papers on the beneficial properties of CBD, they began searching for an optimal method to deliver CBD to the heart and discovered the research of Dr. Afsane Lavasanifar. So Cardiol postulated that this same technology could be used to deliver CBD effectively and precisely to the heart. At the prestigious Houston Methodist DeBakey Heart and Vascular Center, Cardiol was able to demonstrate that their nanotechnology preferentially accumulates in an experimental model of heart failure associated with heart inflammation. Wow, we're at $2.35, now up 10.3%. This is great. Cardiol's business model is currently focused on 3 market opportunities. Number 1, producing CardiolRx trademark, the purest and highest concentration CBD formulation to address the 1.2 billion Canadian medical cannabinoid market. CardiolRx is pharmaceutically produced under the highest manufacturing standards and is THC-free. The company expects to secure a major Canadian distribution agreement for CardiolRx soon, Shoppers Drug Mart deal, which we just announced today, and is also actively pursuing international expansion opportunities in Europe and Latin America, initiating a clinical program in acute myocarditis utilizing CardiolRx. Acute myocarditis is a condition caused by inflammation in heart tissue. Remains the most common cause of sudden cardiac death in people less than 35 years of age. Can you imagine being under 35 years old and having a heart attack? These guys are really focused on making sure that that doesn't happen. And I think that that's important. And is a common cause of acute heart failure. Because acute myocarditis is designated by the FDA as an orphan disease, less than 200,000 patients, Cardiol is looking to be granted market exclusivity for up to 9 years with CardiolRx as an orphan drug, and also be given fast track approval similar to GW Pharma's fast tracking of Epidiolex CBD medicine for 2 rare forms of epilepsy. And everyone knows I'm a huge fan of GW Pharma. Conducting international research to develop a nanoformulation of CBD medicine, CTX01, to target diagnostic heart failure, a condition that hasn't had a new therapeutic in over 20 years and has mass market potential, with over 6 million adults in Canada and the US suffering from heart failure. By focusing on these 3 significant medical market opportunities, Cardiol Therapeutics is a unique investment opportunity with tremendous near and long-term revenue potential. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this company. Love what these guys are doing. Let's talk a little bit about heart failures and CBDs. And wow, the guys, CRDL is now up 14%. See that green candle? Woo! That's some serious buying pressure right now. Are you guys watching this right now? But we're literally watching this climb live. I don't know about you guys, but we're literally watching these guys climb live, and they're up 14%. I'm in Vancouver. I'm on the Pacific time, on the West Coast. Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Ricker says, morning, Rich. Like what I'm hearing about CRTPF. Hey, I'm glad that you like it. And they're up really nicely today so far. They've got some big news that they're going to be obviously working with Shoppers Drug Mart. I think that's really big as well. And they're up 12% so far. So far, so good. Dan, the IT guy, says it's FDA regulation, CFR, Code of Federal Regulation. SNIPF up 178%. Rodrigo asks, anybody know why OPGN is down? Well, they just had a big run, and typically what goes down will go up, and what goes up will go down after big runs and big drops. So you guys saw the market yesterday was up. I already anticipated today the market would be down, and I believe the market is down. So these are very common things in the markets. Let's take a look at the markets. So big drop again. Dow down 1,100 points after we were up over 1,000 points yesterday. We're down 1,100 points today. And we've had this trend, guys. It's like one day up, one day down. One day up, one day down. Up 1,000 points, down 1,000 points. Up 1,000 points, down 1,000 points. And it seems like it's been happening over and over again. So I'm almost kind of used to it at this point. And you can actually play the markets if you can anticipate that this is going to happen. You can play the markets, and there are companies out there that you can buy that are shorting the markets, like SQQQ, which is a great short play. But it's not shorting. You're buying a stock, and if the markets go down, that stock's going to go up, because what they're doing is they're shorting the market. So there's opportunities out there. There's all kinds of opportunities out there. So acute myocarditis, inflammatory condition of the heart, most often resulting from viral infection, a major cause of sudden death in children and young adults. I mean, could you imagine having a child with this issue and not having a solution? These guys are the solution. Can progress to dilated cardiomyopathy and heart failure. Severe cases lead to extensive ICU hospital costs, especially in America. Acute myocarditis is eligible for US and European orphan drug status. These are the effects of cardiol on heart inflammation and the sections of heart tissue. This is the acute myocarditis orphan drug opportunity, high prevalence versus previously approved FDA orphan drug cannabidiol product. Orphan drug and fast track eligibility, market exclusivity, and expedited review. Potential for fast track regulatory development and approval. United States, fewer than 200,000 cases required to qualify as an orphan drug. Orphan drugs typically obtain high reimbursement levels. So this is kind of how they developed their approval over a period of 3.5 years. FDA approved orphan drug cannabidiol product. You can see how they've done that since 2014. They've been really working on developing this. CardiolRx trademark US FDA orphan drug program in acute myocarditis. Clinical trial in myocarditis being planned at centers of excellence in North America and Europe. So you can see all these: McGill University, Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, some of the places that they will be launching. And heart failure is a mass market potential in heart failure because it's a major problem. Heart failure is a leading cause of death and disability. Developing a proprietary nanoformulation of cannabidiol to target inflammation in the heart. Over 6 million adults in Canada and the United States suffer from heart failure. About half of all heart failure patients suffer from diastolic heart failure. 30% of patients with heart failure die within 1 year, 50% within 5 years, a leading cause of hospitalization, with healthcare costs exceeding $30 billion annually in the United States. No significant treatment advances in diastolic heart failure in over 20 years until now. The issue is overview of diastolic heart failure. Occurs when the heart fails to relax normally and fill with blood, which is required to oxygenate tissues of the body. The research, partnering with the universities of Alberta, one of North America's top nanotechnology centers. Cardiol's research program at the University of Alberta is focused on development of proprietary nanoformulations of anti-inflammatory and anti-fibrotic drugs designed to improve pharmacokinetics and target drugs to sites of disease. This is nanotechnology for targeting drugs to the heart. Cardiol's patented nanotechnology for drug formulation and delivery. Majority of drugs in development, including cannabinoids, are fat soluble and are incompatible with the water-based blood circulation. Cardiol's nanotechnology combines a fat-compatible core for drug solubilization and customized drug release with a water-compatible hydrophilic shell to facilitate drug transport in the blood. Polymeric nanostructures are designed to encapsulate active pharmaceutical ingredients to enhance solubilization of fat-soluble drugs, enhance circulating drug levels, and target drugs to sites of disease. This is the DeBakey Heart and Vascular Center, a world leader in heart treatment and home of North America's first heart transplant. Cardiol is working with the DeBakey Center to conduct experimental research to investigate the activity of the company's proprietary nanotechnology in models of heart failure. Cardiol's nanotechnology targets the failing heart. Cardiol's nanotechnology is designed to target sites of inflammation. It's the power of CBD, guys. Potential for nanotherapeutics that directs drugs to sites of disease. Cardiol is working with Tech Salud to develop the scientific background to support clinical trials. Taxalud committed to US $3 million investment in Cardiol to support nanotherapeutics research. Taxalud is also collaborating with leading heart centers such as the Houston Methodist DeBakey Heart and Vascular Center and has an agreement with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, to promote research and development nanotechnology. Let's take a look at the stock right now. How's it performing? So it's up 11% right now. Cardiol Therapeutics. So it's doing well. On a red day, it's going up. Thunderbird says uranium stocks bottomed on Thursday. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Eugene Michaels says, what's up, Rich? People's Champ at it again, and it don't stop. Yeah, you know what? I love to just do research, guys. I'm addicted to doing research, finding new companies and new opportunities that I think are undervalued, underappreciated, and underexposed. I've never even heard of this company before, so thought I'd bring it to your guys' attention. And I think that the upside is tremendous for these guys, and clearly the market thinks so as well because it's green today. It's up 11%. So not bad. Not bad. So let's talk a little bit about heart failure and CBD. So heart failure and CBD. Heart failure, HF, affects more than 6 million adults in Canada and the United States and is a leading cause of hospitalization, with costs exceeding $30 billion each year in the US alone. People with heart failure suffer from shortness of breath, rapid heart rate, edema, reduced exercise capacity, often struggle with simple daily activities, and are frequently hospitalized. For many, these symptoms significantly reduce quality of life. There are two main types of heart failure with poor contraction or reduced ejection fraction, HFrEF, also known as systolic heart failure, and heart failure with poor relaxation or preserved ejection fraction, HFpEF, also known as diastolic heart failure. About half of heart failure patients suffer from HFpEF. Unfortunately, treatment for HFpEF has not advanced over the last couple of decades, with the standard of care currently involving the use of diuretics such as Lasix to relieve swelling of the tissue by removing water and salt. Diuretics do improve symptoms, but there is a lack of data indicating that diuretics are actually effective in the treatment of the causes of heart failure. And if we learn more here, you can actually see the product and learn a little bit more right there. CardiolRx, trademark, the next generation of CBD. So this is CBD being used as medicine. No THC effects whatsoever here. There is, however, considerable research indicating that cannabidiol or CBD has potent anti-inflammatory and anti-fibrotic properties that could prove beneficial for treating HFpEF. Derived from the hemp or cannabis plant, CBD is getting a lot of attention as researchers are finally able to legally study the molecule. One issue with CBD lies with its delivery. Due to CBD's hydrophobic nature, if taken orally, the liver removes much of the CBD before it enters the bloodstream, with the result that most current treatments involve very high and imprecise dosing. Cardiol Therapeutics, CRDL in Canada, CRTPF in America. Would like to get the American symbol. Why they don't have it? Let's pull it up. It's got to be here. CRTPF. There we go. Excuse me. CRTPF, as you guys can see, is up 2.8% in America, but nobody even knows. Like, nobody knows about this company, guys. And as you can see here, it was as high as $5.41 not too long ago. So to get in at $1.63 when they've been as high as, wow, they've been as high as just under $4, like $3.80 in January, and now they're at $1.60, falling like everybody else due to this coronavirus crash in the market. Is this the time to get into Cardiol Therapeutics? CRPTF in America, CRDL in Canada, as you can see, up 7.98% in Canada. Whoop, look at that. Now up 10% in America. CRTPF making a move. Somebody knows about these guys. Somebody knows something about these guys. Somebody knows something, right? Somebody knows something about these guys, because they're up right now. And the question is, oh, they were up. Oh, it's bouncing around right now. It's at $1.68 right now, up 5.9%. So just starting to trade in America and starting to trade in Canada a little bit, CRDL. But I don't really think too many people even know about these guys. I think people are just starting to learn about these guys. People are just starting to get familiar with these guys. And people are just starting to find out about these guys right now. So the news is circulating. People are getting to know about them now. People are hearing about them now. Okay? Cardiol Therapeutics is a biotech company with a strong background in heart therapy research, a proven and patented nanotechnology solution for the targeted delivery of CBD and other lipophilic drugs to inflamed tissues, and a supplier of ultra-pure pharmaceutical CBD to further its research into the treatment of HFpEF. The company will soon be launching its ultra-pure pharmaceutical CBD oil into the Canadian medical market to generate significant short-term revenue. That's the deal right there with Shoppers Drug Mart, guys. That's literally what they're talking about. It's a nanotherapeutic designer to deliver pharmaceuticals to the heart, targets anti-inflammatory action of pharmaceutical cannabinoid to inflamed heart tissue, and a new approach to the treatment of heart failure. This is the experienced executive team. We saw the video earlier of David Elsley, the president and CEO, and the board of directors. Love to know what you guys think about this company. If you like this company, guys, please smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere. Love to know what you guys believe and what you guys think about this company, Cardiol Therapeutics, CRDL in Canada, CRTPF in America, and look at the share structure. You guys know I'm going to like the share structure. You guys know I like the share structure, right? 25.9 million shares outstanding, 33.3 million shares fully diluted, 32% insider and employee ownership, so very tightly held with insider skin in the game, and the CEO is the largest shareholder. Pharmaceutical partners are Dalton and Noramco. Research collaborators are Miros and Tech Edmonton and University of Alberta. Cash and cash equivalents as of September 30th, 10 million, and working capital as of September 30th, 15.7 million, and current debt, 0. Current debt is 0. So, guys, I had to show that to you. Fell in love with it, and I think the upside is absolutely tremendous. The Cardiol Therapeutic Opportunity launched CardiolRx trademark medical cannabinoid CBD in the 1.2 billion Canadian market, enter commercial agreement for product launch in Europe and Latin America, initiate Orphan drug program targeting life-threatening inflammatory heart disease, advance potential breakthrough cannabinoidal nanomedicines for heart failure, mass market, establish partnerships with world-class pharmaceutical companies, and international research collaborations with leading centers of excellence, experienced management team, board of directors, and scientific advisory board. What do you guys think? I'd love to know what you guys think. I'm a huge fan of everything I've learned about this company, and I'm going to do more research and do more due diligence. And I would love for you guys to do the same. And let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Share this video everywhere. Do you guys like this company? Are you interested in this company? Do you think this company has a lot of potential? This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners, and we bring them to you first. CRDL, Cardiol, what do you guys think? CRTPF in America, Cardiol Therapeutics, a CBD company that is working on helping people with heart disease. Thank you very much. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners, and we bring them to you first. I think this has a chance to be a huge winner. Cardiol Therapeutics, CardiolRx trademark, and they just announced today, read the news, that they're now working and exclusively working with Shoppers Drug Mart. Have a nice day. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace.